Good morning. This morning we're going to do a play called Someone is Eating the Sun. We love this book so much and we learned a lot about a solar eclipse from the story. So we decided to act this out for you. And we hope you enjoy it. One day, Hen was pecking around picking up corn when it began to grow darker.
That's strange. There's not a cloud in the sky. Why is it getting darker?
When she looked up, she saw something stranger still. A bite-sized piece of the sun was missing.
Goodness gracious, someone has taken a bite of the sun. I must go with my rooster.
And off she went, feathers flying with a flippity-flap and a flutter. Rooster was standing on the fence, crowing as loud as he could.
Cock-a-doodle-doo! Cock-a-doodle-doo! Rooster, rooster, something horrible is going on.
Don't bother me. Don't bother me about it. Can't see I'm trying to practice. If I stop to talk to everyone who comes by, I won't be ready for tomorrow's sunrise.
Well, you can stop worrying about the sunrise. Look.
Cock-a-doodle-doo! What's happening to the sun?
Someone is eating it. We must go work up.
And with a flippity-flap and a flutter, off they went to warn Duck. Duck was swimming in the pond.
Duck, something dreadful is going on.
Don't bother me now. Can't you see I'm busy swimming? This is the only way I can keep cool on a hot day.
Well, you can stop worrying about a hot day. Look up there.
Quack!
Squawked the duck.
What's happening to the sun?
Someone is eating it. We must go work it.
And off they went, wings beating, legs scurrying, feathers flying, with a flippity-flap and a flutter. Pig was lounging in the mud.
Pig, something dreadful is going on.
Don't bother me now. Can't you see I'm trying to cool my nerves? Don't look better and nerves than lounging in the mud when the sun's beating down.
Well, you can stop lounging in the mud now, Pig. Look. It isn't going to be raining down anymore. Look up there.
Squealed the pig.
What's happening to the sun?
Someone is eating it. We must go work up and go.
And off they went, wings beating, legs scurrying, feathers flying, with a flippity-flap and a flutter. Goat was munching grass at the top of the hill.
Goat, someone is eating the sun.
What do I care as long as no one eats my grass?
Said the goat. This?
This is the best grass I've ever tasted.
You mean you don't care or there's no soul?
No, son! That's the silliest thing I've ever heard.
Look for yourself.
The
Wait.
sun's half gone. That's the worstest thing I've ever heard.
As soon as goat began to bleat, pig began to squeal, duck began to squawk,
Quack!
rooster began to crow,
Cock-a-doodle-doo!
and hen began to cluck,
Cluck, cluck.
and there was a dreadful racket. What?
What are we going to
They
do?
cried.
What are we going to do?
Why don't you just keep quiet and watch the eclipse?
Said a voice nearby. Everyone turned around, and there was Turtle looking down at them.
Joey, you don't want to miss the eclipse.
Said Turtle.
Doesn't happen very often, you know. Only once in a great while that the moon will come between us and the sun. And just think it's happening right now.
And the animals stared at Turtle in amazement. Then everyone looked up at the sky. Just a slice of the sun was left. And as they watched, the sky got darker and darker. The slice of the sun grew smaller and smaller until it disappeared. There in front of the sun was a black silhouette of the moon. The moon had come exactly between the earth and the sun. All around the farm, everything was dark and still, and they were standing in the shadow of the moon. Just as they were thinking that the sun was gone forever, a piece of it appeared. While they stood watching, the piece grew bigger and bigger, and the sky got lighter and lighter. The moon was moving on. The sun was still there.
Hooray for the great sun!
Cried the goat, the pig, the duck, the rooster, jumping up and down.
Hooray for the great, wonderful sun!
My goodness, no one is eating the sun after all.
Then off they went, goat back to eating his grass, and pig back to lounging in the mud, and duck back to swimming in the pond, and rooster back to crowing on the fence,
Cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo.
and hen back to pecking around, picking up corn, with a flippity flap and a flutter. The end.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away.